A cult needs to recruit and operate using deception. Why? Because if people knew their true practices and beliefs beforehand, then they would not join. A cult needs to hide the truth from you until they think you are ready to accept it. For example, imagine if the leader of Heaven's Gate cult was open and honest about the group, and had said to new recruits, "Join us, wear strange clothes, get castrated, and then drink poison." He would not have had many takers. Do you think anybody in their right minds would have joined the People's Temple if Jim Jones ever told them, from the moment they walked in the church, that he was God, and they were all moving to Guyana to commit revolutionary suicide, because the government was going to torture their children? Scientology denies the involvement of Xenu and the OT3 story, involving aliens and volcanoes. Recently, an interview with Tommy Davis, spokesman for the Church of Scientology, admitted that the document, containing the story of Xenu and Incident 2, was indeed confidential church material that was not meant to be known.
There are outrageous claims out there on the internet about what Scientologists believe. These are claims that are forwarded by anti-Scientologists. The best and easiest and most transparent way in which people learn about it is through L. Ron Hubbard's books and lectures.
You know, looking at Mr. Hubbard's own works, what seems to be, in a sense, curious is, at least according to L. Ron Hubbard's own words, and I quote, "The head of the Galactic Confederation, 76 planets around larger stars visible from here."
I can stop you.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. Okay. I'm familiar with the material. I think what you're getting at is that the confidential scriptures of the church.
But it's about the fundamentals.
And in the practice
this is not about the fundamentals of your belief, though.
Here's the thing.
Soul.
Right. For you to talk to me, you as someone who's not a Scientologist, to talk to me about what my beliefs are, or to ask me to explain any core religious belief, that's an offensive concept. Nobody should ever be asked to do that.
And is that the reasoning for the cease and desist letters for just about everybody who has published these works, the esoteric works, from Sunshine Press to Google, I believe, has also been given cease and desist letters by Moxon and Cobran. That's the reasoning behind it, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm not interested in somebody else's version of my religion or somebody else's idea of what my religion is, or something that somebody stole from the church that is legitimately church materials and is trying to show it to me for the only intent of knowingly violating my religious beliefs and knowingly violating how it is that I see fit to practice my religion.
But arguably, isn't the reason why they are potentially wouldn't want to read it is because the book itself says that if you read it out of order, in effect, quote unquote freewheeling, according to one of the pages, that physical harm will come of you. I believe it mentions pneumonia. There is an actual fear, a physical fear, arguably. There is a physical cause and effect that saying that if you read this before you're ready for it, then physical harm will come of you. I've read, though arguably not understood, much of OTs 3 through 6. According to this, as I read it, I should have had some sort of kill switch turned on me and I should have died of pneumonia. Why am I not dead yet?
Here we're going to the basic fundamental point that I'm trying to make, okay? What you're doing right now, and what it is that you're saying to me, is an intent to ridicule religious beliefs. That's really what we're talking about. And you're just forwarding an agenda of hate.
The fact that Scientology hides this from the public until they pay thousands of dollars and disconnect from the outside world, fully submitting themselves to the organization, makes them a cult. No legitimate group needs to lie or mislead you about what they practice or believe. A cult will have a slick, well-rehearsed public relations front, which hides what the group is really like. You will hear how they help the poor, support research and peace, care for the environment, oppose certain organizations or lifestyles. They will tell you how happy you will be in their group, and everyone in the cult will always seem very happy and enthusiastic, mainly because they have been told to act happy, and will get in trouble if they don't. But you will not be told what life is really like in the group, nor what they really believe.
Are you happy here?
Oh, I should say I am. I never been any happier in my life.
You want to stay?
Definitely. I like it here, and I don't want to go back to nothing in the world.
These pictures were taken just hours after the mass murder-suicide at Jonestown in 1978. 900 bloated bodies litter the ground, including those of 200 children. A barrel containing cyanide-laced Kool-Aid Lyons ordered them to. 25 years later, the question still remains. Why?
The other part of it is a combination where you have such a level of control put in with this guy, and fear, and where nobody can defy him. Because if they do, he's so vengeful. You could be persona non grata for the next 12 years if you ever do anything that indicates that you have an intention that even slightly is in disagreement with any of his intentions.
All of a sudden, David jumps up onto the table and across the table and at Jeff Hawkins, who was a marketing manager at the time, and knocked him over, grabbed him around the neck, and was strangling him and pulling at his clothes. He had buttons popping off his shirt and chain.
Do everyday Scientologists practicing around the world know about this?
Oh, absolutely not. They have no clue.
These things will be introduced to you slowly, one at a time, so you will not notice the gradual change until eventually you are practicing and believing things which at the start would have caused you to run and get the hell away from them.